So it'll be 4th and 10 here for Marion, and we will likely see a punt.
And if I'm Harrison, I'd come after this punt like no other. I'd put 10 guys on the line of scrimmage and go after it and have one guy back deep.
Harrison did block a punt earlier. That's how they scored their only touchdown of the game. High snap, it's beyond Bell. Bell's in trouble and dropped at the 30.
Quentin Wood was the guy that got to him, but again, a bad snap over the punter's head, and Harrison is there in the ball game.
They're in business. New life, you can feel it on this Harrison sideline. James Bell didn't have a chance at it, and Quentin Wood was there to clean up the garbage. A golden opportunity for Andrew Jensen, O'Marion Dixon, and this Harrison offense. Ball at the Marion 31.
Again, the Raiders have to be efficient on first down and need positive yardage here.
1st and 10. Man in motion. Jensen, toss sweep to Armstrong. Armstrong cuts it upfield into the secondary and brought down inside the 20. A strong run that time from Isaiah Armstrong.
That's what you need to have. And again, when Coy Brook comes in the ballgame, I'm telling you, number 48, he plays tight end. All good things happen. Boy, that kid can really block on the right side.
He was the man in motion. He's used as that blocking end. Armstrong cut it upfield immediately. I think Coach Peebles likes to see that. He's a north and south type of coach. 1st and 10. Out of the wing tee, Armstrong in motion. They pitch it to him. Armstrong pitches it to Smith. Now back to Jensen. Jensen throwing to the end zone. Who's got it? Marion thinks they do. A scrum for the ball, and they're signaling a Harrison catch.
Oh, my goodness.
Armstrong came down with it.
It looked like Anthony Reynolds intercepted the football for Marion, and clearly it looked like an interception. Let's take a look at this one.
A Jeff Brom level of trickery from the Raiders. As there you see Armstrong going up to get it. Boy, it looked like Reynolds had it first, and then maybe Armstrong ripped it away from him.
You got to give the ball to the offense there.
That's right.
I think that's a good call.
That'd be simultaneous possession.
That's a very good call, no doubt about it. Initially thought it was a Reynolds interception, but it was simultaneous.
Jensen trying to get to the goal line, but pushed back.
Great job there by the linebacker, Ramirez, number 20, coming through. And on that previous pass, it was Brewer putting pressure on Jensen, again, number 53. But yes, that was a good call. These officials are outstanding.
That looked like simultaneous possession on that throw, which is the same thing in baseball. A tie goes to the runner. Tie goes to the offense in this situation. So with a little over 3 minutes to go here in the last game of the regular season, Harrison could take the lead with a touchdown. They're at the 2. Jensen under center. Taking his time with the hard count. Now working to the left side towards the goal line. No signal yet. He was close, and they mark him short at the 1.
A little bit short. Again, Brewer right in the middle, but number 53 doing a really good job. You know, you've got to get your pads down at the goal line, and the Marion Giants defense were able to do that right now.
Raiders need a touchdown here. 3rd and goal. You think they just might try and sneak it with Jensen 2 more times?
I'm not quite sure. I think they're going to go to the outside here.
Again, they're in the loaded eye. Brook in motion. Jensen running it again, and again thrown back.
Aguilar did a really good job getting behind the backside of the Harrison defense to come up with a stop, along with Aries Washington, number 3.
And Andreas Aguilar, he's had some huge plays, but that may be the biggest on 3rd and goal. Now it's 4th and goal from the 2.
I really thought that maybe Harrison would try to spread it out and go to the wide side and try to get the football to the tailback, number 10, Isaiah Armstrong, who showed a lot of speed.
Or with their fullback, Dixon. 4th and goal. The same motion from Brook. Fakes the snap. Jensen looking to the end zone. Tipped it incomplete.
Wow.
Marion's defense stands tall. The Giants with a huge stop. 4 consecutive plays on the doorstep.
Aries Washington, number 3, I think gets his hand on the football as they're looking for Dixon as he snuck out of the backfield. Good read by number 3, Aries Washington, with a big play for the Marion Giants.
Wow. 1:28 left. Harrison has 3 timeouts. Obviously, they need to stop immediately here. Wow, what a stand from this Marion defense. This is a Marion team that has put up huge offensive numbers all year, but tonight, carried by that defensive front. Taylor running the ball in the end zone, able to work it past the goal line and past the 5 before he's gang tackled by a host of Raiders.
And the Raiders trying to strip the football out of Taylor, and he's just holding on to it for dear life, and the Raiders quickly call timeout.
That was a good run, though, on first down there from Keyshawn Taylor, and a timeout called by Peebles. Let's take a look at the play that got Harrison down to the goal line in the first place. Jensen heaves it down the field. Armstrong gets to it at almost the same time. You see there at the last second, ripping it away from Reynolds. And the best we can describe that is the way the officials did, simultaneous possession, and I think they got it right down there.
A great call, and frankly, for Marion, Harrison was short of the goal line. Otherwise, there's 6 points, and the ball game changes dramatically.
Right. Just a reminder, this fourth quarter brought to you by the ISC Sports Network. This is a great game here on ISC, Marion and Harrison, but download the ISC Sports Network today from your favorite app store. Watch free live sports broadcasts, including all IHSAA tournament events. The ISC Sports Network, local lives here.
Now, should there be a bad snap and a potential safety, that's not such a bad thing for Marion necessarily. It still keeps them just 3 points in the lead, and it prevents a touchdown.
And there's a fumble in the end zone. Taylor tries to kick it out. There's a scrum. Who's got it? That is a safety.
Mike, I'm not a prophet, but I tell you, I've seen this too much. I've seen football too many times where there's a bad snap in the end zone, and for Marion, it's okay that they're able to recover the ball in the end zone because they're still 3 points ahead.
A huge break for Marion.
That gives the Raiders life. This is just an amazing football game.
What
Stamps.
a play from Khalid Stamps to jump on that ball in the end zone, hustling back there. He potentially saves this game for Marion.
Literally saved the ball game there at this point.
What a heads-up play.
We talked about special teams. Pennell is a guy that still has range. If the Raiders can get the football within range, and we've got under a minute 15 left, we could go to overtime. Hold on.
1:15 left in this one. The Raiders are down 3 here on senior night, with the Marion Giants trying to clinch a piece of the NCC title.
And they have to punt the football or they kick the ball off because it was a safety. And you have to figure that Raiders are going to get the ball back in some pretty good field position.
And they have to do it from the 20.
Yep.
So this is going to be almost guaranteed excellent field position for Andrew Jensen and the Raiders, barring something funky on this kickoff.
They're going to tee it off. They will not punt it. Bell's been pretty good off the tee. He's been putting the ball about 45 yards up in the air.
So Bell's going to put it down on the tee. Deep returners for Harrison back on their own 35. Bell gets one away. It's Armstrong from the 32. Armstrong near midfield. So that is the starting spot for Andrew Jensen. Jensen, the senior quarterback on senior night, needs to drive his Raiders down for what could be a game-tying field goal.
Frankly, Mike, if the Raiders' offensive line can buy some time for Jensen, Marion is not ready for the pass to be thrown downfield, especially off of play action. but they need to protect the line of scrimmage, and they can really make
That's
some
been
damage.
the issue.
Yep.
Can this offensive line for Harrison buy Andrew Jensen enough time? Raiders line up in the wing T from midfield on 1st and 10. Jensen dropping back, throwing quickly, and it's caught inbounds or out of bounds? Inbounds, as Matt Hassenplug can't get out of bounds to stop the clock. Big play there. Tick-tock, under a minute to go. Only a pickup of 3. Jensen looking short again, and this time incomplete. Same play.
Well, fortunately for the Raiders, it does stop the clock, even though it's 3rd down. But they needed to stop the clock to get themselves some time to run in a play and not try to rush things and make a mistake.
This is not a Raiders offense that has a ton of vertical passing play options just because of the formations that they run.
They still can run the football here. There's still 49 seconds left, so don't be surprised they try to run the ball. But the fact that Marion defensive line's done a really good job, they probably need to throw it here.
Now it's Jensen in the gun. First time we've seen him line up in shotgun. Jensen rolling right, throwing, and it's incomplete. That time looking to the far side, and Jake Smith.
Ayers again has been really good as a defensive back there. Had an interception earlier that time on the coverage, as you mentioned, of Smith, and now it's 4th and 7. And Smith, number 5, and Hassenplug, number 80, are the 2 key Raider receivers, but they're going to spread it out here, 3 and 1.
Cluster of Raiders to the bottom of your screen. 4th and 7. Jensen out of the gun. In trouble and drops it. Loses it. Dixon picks it up, but it doesn't matter. A turnover on downs, and Marion seals a share of the North Central Conference title.
Tremendous rush by number 8, Aguilar. From the left side, he got back really quickly and then popped the ball loose.
Aguilar worked through 2 blockers that time, getting around not only the right tackle, Seth Chrisman, but then also Marion Dixon, the running back, trying to help out the blocking scheme, and it's victory formation for Keyshawn Taylor and the Giants.